Hey, Chuck here. Today we're going to review a video I shot a couple of days ago of a traffic incident that happened to me in a traffic circle in a roundabout, which we have tons of here in Sedona. A lot of accidents and crazy stuff happens in traffic circles if you don't know how to drive in them or if you're not paying attention. So I'll go ahead and show you the video first so you can see it cold, see what happened, and then we'll review it together afterwards. Here it is. So if you're watching this and you're not a biker, I'll tell you, this kind of thing happens all the time. Every time you get on your bike and you're in traffic, just assume that somebody's not going to see you and they're just going to pull right in front of you. Once you realize that this stuff is just going to happen and you're able to spot it before it does, you're going to be ready for it and you're not going to get so angry because you're kind of expecting it to happen. So let's break it down and take a look at it step by step. As I'm approaching this traffic circle, I'm a little extra aware that goofy stuff goes on in these things. People don't really know how to act in a roundabout or a traffic circle. I notice immediately that this lady in this car is blocked from seeing me by this big truck that's next to her. It's like a wall driving next to her, blocking her vision. And as the truck leaves and I take his place, you can notice here, kind of next to the mounting of my windshield, you can see that she has the opportunity to turn and look at me. I can see her face, so she has the opportunity to turn and see me on my motorcycle. But she didn't do it. She was focused forward. It's a traffic circle. It's confusing for her. Whatever. That's fine. The important thing is that I know that it's happening. So now I know that I'm in her blind spot. And my rule is that if I can't see her face in the rearview mirror on the right, then I know she can't see me. And that's what's happening here. So I speed up to try to get next to her so she can see me, so I can be visible to her. But as I'm speeding up, she speeds up too and just starts to come over into my lane and push me off the road. You can see here that she does not have her turn signal on either. So she didn't look, obviously, or she would have seen me, and she didn't have her turn signal on. So she just drove right over into my lane. Now I like to lay on the horn hard when people do this, and I hold it in for a while so people really hear it. I think a horn is a valuable tool. I think the horn lets everybody in the area know that you're there and something wrong is happening. She hits the brakes when she hears the horn, which is probably the reaction that I have when I hear a horn and I don't know where it's coming from. I'll hit the brakes and look around and be like, what's going on? And then she just drives away. And as you can see here in this time lapse, she drives away really quickly. I'm doing the speed limit and she's exceeding the speed limit by like 10 or 15 miles an hour. I don't know if she's trying to get away from me because she's embarrassed, or maybe she's just in a hurry. I don't know. So I end up right behind this lady at the stoplight. And whenever this awkward moment happens, I always picture people apologizing, taking a moment and saying that they were sorry that they did what they did. Maybe it's just my faith in humanity that thinks that somebody's going to apologize. And sure enough, she leans out and says something to me. No problem. Just gotta look. So here we have an opportunity for me to get really angry. I could have really responded with anger and given her the finger or done what I see a lot of people doing in videos, and that is drive by her car and reach out and smack her rear view mirror and break it off or yell at her. And instead, I gave her the opportunity to apologize, and she did, which was cool. So to recap, if we're aware of these situations before they happen, if we just have an awareness of what's going on around us, especially in something like a traffic circle or an intersection, we can really spot the people who are going to do something wrong because they're not paying attention. So my awareness of the situation not only kept me from getting injured, but kept me from getting angry too. So thanks for watching, and be aware when you're on your bike. You'll save yourself from getting hurt, and you'll save yourself from getting angry.